Hey, welcome to Meet the Shoe podcast, Shackle History Unleashed. And you guys know who I am. I'm Sade.
Hey, and I'm Nina.
Hey, Nina, how's it going? Today is Wednesday. This is our
Yeah,
6 p.m. edition, and we got a little bit to say here. Now, last week,
right?
they popped the question, popped it on us, threw it out there. Harvey Weinstein
Yep.
won his appeal.
Okay.
And I'm like, how did that happen? I just can't believe it because
Well, it's always is a technicality
it's
according to
all the
court.
time. Yep.
And what people don't realize is that when a court system make laws, they make laws to be broken. Laws are made
Exactly.
to be broken, right?
Hmm.
So they always fit the law to fit the crime for them because they know they ain't gonna do right. They're the
Right.
ones that creating it, so they know that they're gonna break them.
Hmm. The thing is, when the appellate judges looked over his case,
Hmm.
they saw that, okay, how come you bring up cases of women, bring women to trial that
Hmm.
never had a case against him personally? So
Right.
they brought all these women,
Hmm.
but they don't have any kind of any charged sexual misconduct against Weinstein.
Right.
So
They didn't
that's one of
accuse
the
him of anything.
technicalities he won.
So okay, so let me tell you about that. Now, the thing with people thinking that, he was just it was overturned and that he's being retried as of
Who's that?
an hour ago, right?
Oh, an
Hey
hour ago he was
Jeff.
being retried. Hey Jeff. So an hour ago he's being retried, right?
Yep, an hour ago he's being retried and the
Mhm.
Me Too movement had accused him of crimes from 23 years ago, as stating, right, in New York.
Right.
He was later found guilty in California for the similar convictions because of what happened to him in New York.
In New York.
Now,
I think it was less women in LA, maybe
okay.
three or so women
Hmm.
accused him. Someone
Okay.
in London, and then New York was the largest, case. But it was mainly about 80 women came forth, but a couple of them only had charges before
Oh,
or after around that time. So
okay. And
yeah,
so,
that's one technicality. Is there any more technicality?
no, this was just as of an hour ago. He went to court today.
Okay.
And that was the decision that they came up with. This is talking about something else according to abortion with him in
But
Arizona.
what's funny is, would they be able to charge him with the same thing, third degree rape and sexual misconduct, which the third degree rape resulted in a 23-year sentence in New
Yeah,
York.
yeah. And
Okay.
so they're retrying him on a different technicality.
Or different
He has a lot of health issues. He rolled in the court in the wheelchair. So
today.
has a lot of issues. They said a lot of
Hmm.
issues with his health, and that he's getting sent back to prison. Like, he's not getting out. He probably thought when he got overturned that he was gonna get to go home and fight it from home, but they put him
No.
back in prison.
Okay. So the way it's looking, he's getting recharged and he's going to fight his case behind the walls again this time.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. As of an hour ago, he's
Okay.
being recharged. Now, he his co-defendant, um,
He had a co-defendant?
he had a co-defendant, uh, his co-defendant, the girl, it was a woman that was luring the women to him.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, she was convicted of, or was that Epstein?
That's Epstein. That's
That's
Epstein.
Epstein.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, because I'm looking
Hmm.
on here. Harvey
That's
Weinstein's
Epstein.
wife, right?
Hmm.
His wife, from Georgina.
Hmm.
Georgina Chapman was from 2007 to 2021. So she's been involved with him a long time. And
Right.
then he had Eve Weinstein, right? She was from 1987 to 2004. And these were
Okay.
nice looking women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He been married twice. One from 1987 was to Eve, and then 2007 was the English fashion designer and actress Georgina Chapman.
Right. I'm just wondering why they give him so much time. Because usually the statute on the sentencing guidelines for a third degree sexual, well, rape, I guess, third degree rape. I
Hmm.
thought a first degree rape would hold like 20 years plus. And then the lesser of the degree is lesser time. Is it because he went all the way to the trial they gave him
Yeah, I
all
think
this
because he
time?
went to trial, and then it's been prolonged. He's been pushing it off and prolonged and pushing
Right.
it off. And then he's a white man, these are white women, and that's what I mean. Even the black men and the black women is going against like Bill Cosby and other men for RKelly, and they're going against them
Speaking
as well. But
Speaking
the
of R. Kelly, do you think that he has some kind of leeway with getting some of that time because a lot look uh, overturned because I think some of the women that was in his case
They
didn't
didn't
have
press
a case,
charges. Yeah,
huh?
a
They didn't
lot
press
of people
charges
that
either.
a lot of people that R. Kelly that were victim to R. Kelly, like supposedly being held hostage in that house. Now that was funny.
Right.
Being held hostage, it was funny. A reason why I'm saying it was funny for the ones before they start attacking. Um, the reason why I say it's funny because like he said, you could have opened up the door and walked right out the house. They were held in that house mentally, right? They were
Yeah.
being coerced mentally to do the
Mm-hmm.
things that they wanted to do. I mean, what he wanted them to do, but they wanted to do it as well to be under his spell, right?
Right.
So, he didn't like, they charged him. They charged him as kidnapping as well too, right?
Mm.
Yeah, they charged him with. It's not just the rape allegations and the sexual assault allegations. He has all these things against him with
Kidnapping. Okay.
coercing people into doing things that against their will, uh, sexually assaulting them, and saying that they didn't agree to the sex that he was making them do, and then on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, kidnapping,
Right.
telling them, preventing them from leaving. Now, because he coerced them into staying, they said,
Mm-hmm.
that he committed a crime by doing so. So,
Wow.
another thing about R. Kelly, and I haven't heard any of Weinstein's friends come to his defense, or people that are like they're of his, nature, right?
Right.
I wouldn't say friends, but I say maybe they have likeness of his nature because he's helped them with a job or two, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, his wife, he had one of his wives, his first wife, he has three daughters with her, and the
Okay.
two divorced in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved on to the model. And with the
Okay.
model Georgina Chapman, they had two children together,
Okay.
a son and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So now these women are talking, these wives. His Harvey Weinstein's ex-wives are talking.
And what are they saying?
Um, it
Good
says
things
it
or
says
bad
in an interview with Vogue, Chapman said that she didn't leave the house for 5 months after a flood of sexual harassment and sex and assault claims poured in from actresses who had
things? Mm,
worked with Weinstein over the decades. I was
wow.
so humiliated and so broken. I didn't think it was respectful to go out. So she stayed
Wow.
in the house and secluded herself for 5 months.
Yeah.
After just the embarrassment of
It is embarrassing.
your husband, this my husband, and you out, uh,
Philandering.
yeah, and making women have sex with you to get a part in a movie. Like, basically, that's what these women are saying. Like, they
Yes.
had to be,
Exactly.
sexually harassed and
Well, don't
groped.
you think that's something that P. Diddy is pretty much doing?
Well,
Underlining a little bit.
I didn't
You didn't think
put
of it like
I didn't put I didn't put Diddy in the category of Weinstein because Um, here's what
I know, right?
Diddy's situation is so complicated.
It
Reason
is
being,
very complicated.
the reason being his is so complicated because we'll go back to Cassie, and it's sad that all these men are just put in the same boat. Yes, they are. The um Cassie stayed. You stayed until you was fed up.
Yeah,
Stayed through so much. You stayed through him having kids on you and everything. I understand that it was the lifestyle. You lived a very good lifestyle.
you
Everything was
did.
hand and foot to you.
I
He took
mean,
care of you and all of that. I get all of that, but you yearned for your own family that you couldn't. He wouldn't even allow you to have. How you been with that man for all them years, and he didn't allow you to have a family with him, but he had family with all these other women, and you sat back and watched.
mm-hmm.
So you say is that they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yes, it is, because there's no way on this earth that I don't care how rich this man is, multi-million billionaire, that I'm okay with
Him
you
cheating.
having kids with somebody else and you keep going back to your baby mom. See,
Yes.
the thing with Kim, they keep talking about this book that she got in her that Diddy has, in his possession now, right? And they keep talking about this book. But in that book, someone stated that Mary J. Blige was pregnant by him.
Yes. That's what they're saying.
He's supposed to be besties with his first baby mom.
Mm-hmm.
So if Kim stated in there that he slept with Mary J. Blige and she was once pregnant by him, you can imagine how many singers and actresses have slept with him just to get in a position, in a bigger and better position.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Diddy though, as of today, he's not charged with anything.
No, he's not. It's been a
But
month now.
and the reason why he's not charged with anything, I think, because he's the guy of all guys. He made it. Like they say that he has all the footage in his household.
Yeah, he
A lot
does.
of people were saying, "Oh, why did he leave his kids there?" Well, he
He,
had his
he was already gone. He was already out the house.
right. But the kids, that's where they live.
Yeah, that's their
Yes,
home.
they lived there. What was they gonna leave for?
Okay.
They didn't know that the police was coming. So he
Mm-mm.
couldn't save him if he was there anyway. It might have been a worse situation. It was probably better that he wasn't there.
Exactly.
Just speaking of somebody, those of us that has been in raids before
Mm-hmm.
and know
Mm-hmm.
what it's like to really have a
Be
police
in the
foot in
raid.
your neck, your back, upside your head,
Yeah. Okay.
hollering and screaming in your face, and all of that. Yeah,
She's
they'll
thrown over
tell
your
you
head
that.
so you can't
Yeah,
see.
exactly. So you people are just now starting to get a feel of what the real world has been hiding just by
Mm-hmm.
seeing all of this stuff coming out in the
Right.
news.
Yeah.
I think that also, back to Weinstein, I think that this is a distraction to let people know that when someone is convicted, that doesn't mean that they're gonna spend all that time in jail.
No, they're not.
That man
Right.
has a lot of money. He has a lot of pull. He is very powerful. I don't see him being. Well, Bill Cosby's here. He's just as powerful. He and
Listen,
Diddy
I think he's more powerful than Bill Cosby. He is. I think
and
he is.
way powerful than Bill Cosby. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, as far as Diddy and Harvey, is that all these men are of power and have a lot of dirt on higher people in power.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna stick, you have to suffer a little bit to make it look good. That's what the government and the media is
Yeah.
letting it
Mhm.
be known. You
Because
have to,
when he's getting this retrial, they could negotiate, say, okay, let's do time served.
yeah, because he's been there
If you
how
plead
long?
guilty.
How long has he been there for?
2020 was the case to probably 2 or 3 years.
Okay, so he's been there about 21,
About
maybe.
2 years or something.
Okay, because
Yeah. So
I know that
no, he okay, yeah, but he probably did about 2 years.
yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah,
they could easily say, well, you know what? Instead of us going to pay all this money, go back to trial, and getting getting all these people go through picking a jury again and paying all this and that, which is going to cost a lot.
Yeah.
Why don't you let him plead guilty to a lesser charge of fifth degree, fourth degree sexual rape or misconduct? And we gonna say time served. He's an old man. He's about to croak any day now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He on his
And
last leg.
that's why.
And that's what the government is able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Two
Hey,
beauties in
thank
the
you.
single frame. Thank you. Yeah, so I mean, that's how they finagle the
Well, it's
system.
just it's the thing about men that are of power, right? They can control their biggest fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody will fall at their feet and do anything that they want them to do, especially who everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be, even the ones that say that they don't want to be famous, they do, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
somebody's in the power to put you in the position to win, it always comes at a cost. I was saying a week ago, is that I was seeing these guys on a podcast. They were of Hollywood producers, and they were stating that they had to do sexual favors with
What?
other men. Yeah, and no, and they were white, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's a power thing, right? A position, right?
Right.
And if they put you in a position, whether you're white or black, it don't have nothing to do with color. Once you're in Hollywood up there, if they want
Mm-hmm.
to demasculate you, they will, right?
Right.
And the
Mm-hmm.
same with the women. If they want to do something to humiliate you, to have something on you, if you
Right.
ever get out of line, then that's what they would do. So that's just the way of the world of what it's been being. And in every single price of power, there's a cost.
It is.
And the cost
Most
always
definitely.
has to do with you as a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have nothing to do with money.
No.
It don't have nothing to do with money. And as far as R. Kelly, right? Um the difference with R. Kelly also is that they're constantly talking about the Aaliyah situation, right? Why did the parents allow him to have the relation with Aaliyah? Everybody in the world knew that um he was going with an underage girl.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, she would never admit it,
Right.
but like we're saying, the men of power get away with so much stuff that you sit and you wonder, like, parent, where were you? Why
Right.
did you allow it to happen? Well, they wanted their daughter to be of position, and once she
Yeah.
made it a position, she left. She left,
Mm-hmm.
and to this day, Dame Dash is still. There was an interview yesterday I seen with him where he was talking about
Right.
how Jay-Z allowed R. Kelly to do the things, him being friends, excuse me, him being friends with R. Kelly and allowing himself to go on tour with R. Kelly,
Right.
knowing the type of monster he was behind
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
scene. But Aaliyah asked him not to talk about it. So why do women,
Um,
when they're violated, they tend to protect?
yeah, they do.
They don't want
Mm-hmm.
any drama. Don't do anything. You know, a lot of them, because like you're saying, in the Weinstein case, none of these women were harmed by him, right?
Right. The
But
one
they went to testify.
they went to testify. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. What's the point in that? I don't understand. I don't
I
understand
don't understand.
why how he got convicted. And this is just legally for court. Why would you get convicted? How did he get convicted knowing that nobody that was in the courtroom was violated? Well, that
Well,
testified
you
violated.
know, I think because whoever his prosecution or whatever, they overlooked that part of trial testimony. They overlooked it. A person, I don't know if they were good attorneys or not. They should have seen, hey, this is against the law for you to bring in these witnesses that never had a case against him. They can't, what I'm saying, really give you factual. It's not documented facts.
Right, because
So
a lot of the women were saying like they were forced for sex. They were groped. They had to give them, oral sex and,
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
parts, but they took the part. You
They
didn't have
right.
to.
You didn't have
You
to.
didn't have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the things that he got overturned were the things where it was like hearsay type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
like where the courts would say it was hearsay. Maybe they proved that the women were present with him at the time, but
Right.
they
It's
didn't.
still hearsay.
It's still hearsay, and then you still went on to do that movie part. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
situation with Cassie. Like, you still played the game. You
You
could have
still, you
left.
still, and you still in a bunch of pictures with him smiling from ear to ear, Met Galas, concerts, all that.
And
Remember, we
that,
saw her at the concert, and she was just smiling, and
yeah, we did. We definitely did. And that's the thing. And that was the Bad Boy reunion tour that
the
we seen her
25th.
in person with him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and she's with the children. Remember, she went to
Yeah,
get on the in the limo truck
with
with
the kids.
mama and the kids, and you're still playing the game.
Yeah.
So if you're still playing the game, then why all of a sudden are you suing? Also, I found out that she didn't go just for Diddy. She went to all his companies. So she got the right attorney,
Oh.
because
Mm-hmm.
the company, the attorney went to the companies.
Yeah.
Diddy didn't even know none of this was going on, because it went to the
Mm-mm.
people that pay him. You
Exactly.
went straight to the paycheck because you knew. Now, did she play chess?
Yeah.
Big time,
Big
because
time.
she got up under him. She was hearing all his business deals. She was with
Mm-hmm.
him. She's his arm piece on
Yeah.
every business deal that he's making. The
Yeah.
same with these two wives, Weinstein's wives. They play chess. They
Mm-hmm.
get up under him. They get all the information. Hold all the information and then to attack.
Right.
So there. I mean, just speaking thereof, it should be a statute of limitation on that.
It should. It should be a statute
Like,
of
you didn't
limitation
do
on
nothing. What did
everything.
he do to you? What did he do to you in the last year?
Because sometimes you
And-
can't even remember what happened. Some things you
Yeah,
can't go for verbatim. You
yeah.
can't remember everything. And for them to say, "Oh, this happened to me 20 years ago," I don't know.
Yeah. So Aaliyah's the same age as you, Jeff. Like, she would have been.
She would have been. Yep.
Yep, the same age. And
Yep.
and that's the thing. And what is R. Kelly? 56,
50
58?
something. Mm-hmm. Around
Yeah. So
mid 50s.
if she's in her 40s, he was in his, they were what, 10 years apart or something like that.
Probably
But
longer. 13.
the part about it, they said that Jay-Z and Beyonce is the same thing. They
Yeah.
said they
He's
said they said Aaliyah
17.
was 15, R. Kelly was 27. I remember that. They
Yep.
say they say Beyonce was 16 and Jay-Z was, yep. And that was the distance.
44.
That
Yep.
was the distance, Jeff, from
So
Aaliyah
10
and
young
R.
years,
Kelly was 12
11,
years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the
12.
same with Jay-Z.
But you know what? I think the dating age, when did that come about into law? In the 50s,
I don't,
60s?
that's funny that you say
Because
that. It's funny that you
remember,
say that,
our
'cause listen,
grandparents, great grandparents' wives were like 12 and 13 years old.
yeah, they were. And
And they were
what can you,
older.
and
My grandfather,
when you think of a 12 and 13-year-old with a full grown adult, what is that?
it looks
What
gross.
kind of conversation can you hold? You can't even hold a
Nothing.
conversation. What you have not, first of all, you're not developed.
Mm-mm.
Second of all, you haven't lived long enough to even give some wisdom or a conversation to an adult that
Right.
is 10, 12, 15, 20 years older than you. You haven't
Mm-hmm.
had it's all about a control thing. And I'm not just saying, like we said before, we're not just saying that it's all men, women do it too.
Yeah, women,
Women
yeah.
do it too.
Mm-hmm.
There's another situation with all of this is relative to Benzino. Benzino was on a No Jumper podcast, right?
Okay.
So the guy on there asked him, "Do you think that R. Kelly deserves another chance?" Benzino went into, he's not an animal. He doesn't deserve to be in there all this time. Why is he going to jail for girls that were just like 2 years younger? You're
He did
making an excuse
actually,
for,
yeah, but actually, those women were of age. that he went to jail for.
No, he's
No,
saying
the
that
majority of them.
they were 14. There was a girl, the video, the very
Oh,
first
that
video.
one 14-year-old, yes, who
He
followed
was
him in. Now,
14.
why are you following this man to the jail, though? You know how old he is.
She's
He's
not.
in
No,
jail.
no, no, no. That girl that was 14, that was on that videotape with those two full-grown adults, she didn't file no charges against him, and neither did her parents. And she won't even let the internet know who she is. She's a full-grown adult now. She might be
Right,
well into her maybe 30, maybe
right.
25 or 30 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this video came out back in like 2010,
Was
2009.
was this the video when he was in jail and she was holding up a sign saying "Free R. Kelly" when the first case he had? That's not her.
No,
That's a different girl, man.
there was a video where it was two strippers and it was a girl. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody, when the videotape was going around, was talking about her chest was not developed, right? And
Mm,
that's how they knew that she was 14. That's
right.
her chest was like a child, right?
Hey, Rick.
And that she looked like a kid.
Right.
And that's what made them go on
He
in
said,
on.
y'all from Chicago. What high school did y'all go to? Well, I went to Simeon.
I
And he
didn't.
used to come out there too.
I
Simeon.
went to North High School in Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
And
So yeah.
WOC.
Okay. Then I came here with the WOC, yes, and
Yeah.
a couple other high
Yeah.
schools. But I was there. I was at Simeon for my first 2 years.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I think that
shoot, his wife ain't developed. Shit, her titty still little.
yeah, but she's a little
I
body
just
person.
yes, she
Yeah.
is.
She was a
Yes, she
little body person. But the there was the guy asked him, okay, yeah, so Benzino says that
mm-hmm.
R. Kelly he deserves a second chance.
Right.
Well, today his daughter came on the internet and said,
Uh-oh.
never associate her. Now, this is Benzino's daughter. She's a grown adult, Coi Leray. She is a good rapper, right? She's out
Mm-hmm.
here. She's, doing numbers, right?
Right.
She said, don't associate her with her dad at all,
Mm.
ever. Don't talk to her about him. He is not her dad. Anytime that a full grown man makes an excuse for what R. Kelly did, she doesn't want to be associated with him.
Mm. She was already on.
So what do you think about that? Like, your daughter disowns you for your comments that you make.
But she was already disowning him before that. So this is the cherry on
Yes,
top.
she said she hasn't talked to him in a year.
Yeah, this is the cherry on top. This
Yeah.
is that clarified her not really messing with him.
Yeah.
That sealed the deal.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's done with him. She said
Yeah.
no. It's done, signed, sealed, and over. Right? Not even delivered. It's over with. There's nothing to deliver. She's good.
Okay.
Can it right now, because you should
Mm-mm.
never have.
He should have said no
You
comment.
should even answer. Yeah, he should have said no
He
comment.
should have said no comment.
You went on to protect a sexual assault criminal. I don't know. That's a lot. And I mean, the judge is, when you leave here, right? That's the real judge. But
Yep.
I wouldn't have put myself in that position to be the one to save anything. I don't have anything to do with that. And you got a daughter. How do you explain that to her?
Yeah, and she's small young
Yeah,
girl.
she's a little bitty thing. Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks y'all for tuning in for this week's of Meet the Shoe, and we hope to see you on Friday, where we give 24 hours of opinions of hot news, celebrity entertainment.
Yes. Have a good